Hey guys, Steve Mannenbach back again with GetMIB.com. Today I want to talk about personal injury lawyer lead generation. So if you are an attorney, a lawyer, you have your own law office or law practice or law firm, and you're trying to figure out how to get more personal injury cases like motor vehicle accident cases, MVA leads, car accident cases, motorcycle accident cases, truck accident cases, pedestrian accident cases where they're struck by a vehicle, bike accident cases, same type of thing. Any type of motor vehicle accident type of case, that's what I'm targeting right now with the ads that I just created that I'm going to show in this video. So again, this video is about marketing and lead generation for personal injury attorneys, personal injury lead generation, okay? Also, before I forget, tap subscribe to my channel so you can catch all of my latest content. In this video, real quick, I'm just going to show off. I got my law degree, my MBA, and my bachelor's. All right. So I actually used to work at my father's law office in Oregon. He is a personal injury attorney, and I've actually put together demand packets to send out to insurance companies. So I'm not just a marketer. I also have a law background, a legal background. I've also been a loan officer. I do mortgage leads, hard money, private money, commercial, real estate leads as well. I can pretty much do anything at this point. I've been doing it now for over 6 or 7 years. So let's hop into it. Let me shrink this down. Showed off the law degree first. So for all you attorneys out there, I could also probably do, any type of lead you want. If you need like criminal defense leads, if you needed tax law leads or estate planning leads, just about anything you could think of, I could probably make it happen. All right. So also attorney recruiting. I also offer recruiting services. So let's go ahead and take a look at these new ads I just created. I'm waiting for Facebook to approve them. I hadn't done this in a while. The last time I ran a personal injury campaign was for one of my friends, Brandon Flanagan. He owns Flanagan Law in Atlanta, Georgia. We went to law school together. So I actually had ran a campaign for him. He was getting leads for about $50 a piece. Now things are a little bit different, so this is a little bit higher than I wanted, but I just started. So I expect I'll probably be able to get down to 50 or below. And from what I remember, the last article I read, Google charges like 50 cents per or $50 per click. So if I can get you leads for $50 or even $100 if they're good leads, we should be looking good. All right, so I did a lot of research before I put these together. See what other people were doing, see which ads were generating the most engagement, right? But we'll just look at this one that I already have been running a little bit. I came up with 2 different videos. Both of them were kind of like... I added a little music in the background. Racing a Lambo on this one. So you always want to catch people's attention, and if you have some type of like high-speed motorcycle with a Lambo in it, that's going to be more likely to get people to click, right? So it's an engaging video, right? And then I have another one that's kind of similar to that. We'll look at the other one too here. Let me pull it up. Media, this one. I have different text options like motorcycle accident in California. Our attorneys will fight the insurance companies. We will only get paid if we win the case. Please click learn more and fill out the form. If you've been in an accident in the last 2 years, because California has the 2-year statute of limitations, and you have not yet had your case evaluated by an attorney, right? So this one is another kind of high-speed motorcycle video. So, and then I have at the end of it, see that end slide? See if I pause it right here. This end slide is something I put on the end of all of my advertisements, just to make sure we're compliant. I do it for mortgage ads too. And I have a call to action at the bottom, right? Text injury to his cell phone number, email, and then put his email address there as well. That's, if they want to take like a screenshot before they fill out the form. All right. So, and then I just made these new ones for just more so that's specifically targeted at motorcycle owners. So this other one is more in general. I already tested this language right here, and it worked. It looked like it was about to work pretty well. And the yellow border yellow bar with the yellow border and the green one, I noticed were working pretty well on another ad I started. So I remade it and I put the borders around it to make it stand out more. Because if you look, when you put a border around it, if you make it a bright color and it's on like the reels, see how it fills the whole area up with that same color? So the yellow that I started with on that one. So that should make it more eye-catching. I found like yellow, bright red, green, those types of colors will generate more clicks, right? And that's the goal. And then I have different calls to action: get quote, learn more. Get quote. They want to know how much their case is worth, essentially, right? Headlines: free case evaluation, no fees until we win your case. Find out how much your case is worth today. Free 30-second car accident case evaluation. Get compensated in California. Free case evaluation, right? Then I have a little description section. Don't go it alone. Yeah, so don't go it alone. Like this, I'm talking about like if somebody tries to handle their own case, obviously it's better to get an attorney. And I found an article on nolo.com here, you can see, where the advantage of hiring legal representation for personal injury payouts. So the readers of this site who hired a lawyer walked away with an average of $77,600 in compensation compared to an average of $17,600 for those who handled their own injury claims, right? So what I did was I just took $77,600 divided by $17,600, and that gave me the 4.4, get up to 4.4 times more compensation. I even dropped that link in here, and I also put that link, just to be extra safe, I put that link, I made a little reference section here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if I zoom in maybe. I put like references, and I put the link with the asterisk right there because I had asterisks on it right up here. And then I also dropped it, just to be like extra careful with it, I dropped that link in here too. Right, here we go. Any reference made to getting up to 4 times 4 more compensation were calculated from data found in an article published on Nolo.com showing that personal injury victims get up to 4.4 times as much compensation for their case injuries when they hire an attorney compared to when they try to sell cases themselves. It states the average PISL amount is $76,600 with an attorney, and without an attorney, it's that. Boom, there's the link, right? Just being extra compliant, trying to make sure I show my sourcing. And then while we're on the lead form, might as well just go over this really quick, the questions I'm asking. So I'm asking quite a few more questions than most of the other advertisers online, I noticed. Most of them will ask some of these, but not all of them. So how were you hurt? Let me shrink back out of again a little bit. Another vehicle hit my vehicle. My motorcycle vehicle struck me as a pedestrian. I was riding a bicycle when a vehicle struck me. Commercial vehicle struck my vehicle. It's pedestrian. I was in an Uber Lyft accident. I was in an electric scooter accident. Everybody has the bird scooters now, so I figured that might be something good to throw in. I was in a bus accident, boat accident, golf cart. I had to Google this to figure out all the different ones because I want to make it a drop down so it's easy for people to select. So the construction accident, sporting accident, was bitten by a dog. Slipped and fell on someone else's property. Doctor was medically negligent during my procedure. Other accident or injury, right? Were you injured? Yes, I suffered serious injuries requiring surgery because if they had surgery, it's probably a more valuable case. Physical therapy, even if they got physical therapy, still could be decent. If it didn't require any type of medical treatment, odds are it's not going to be as big of a case, right? So I figured you'd want to know that. So that's why I just made these changes recently to the form. No, I wasn't personally injured. No, I wasn't injured, but a family member was seriously injured or killed. No, I wasn't injured, but a friend was seriously injured or killed, right? Because if they're filling it out for a family member or friend, we still don't want to, we want to get that information as well. So now, were you at fault in the accident? No, it was not my fault. Yes, it was my fault, or they're not sure. How long ago did it happen? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 to 6 months, 7 to 9 months, 10, 12 months, 1 to 2 years, over 2 years ago, right? If it's over 2 years, it's no good anymore. Did you go to the hospital or see a doctor? Yes, no. No, but a family member did. No, but a friend did. Were you transported by ambulance? Yes, no. Same thing, right? Have you previously sustained similar injuries or treated other medical conditions? treat other medical conditions to the similar injuries or treat other to the same area as your current injury, right? Yes or no? Are you currently represented by an attorney for this case? Yes or no? What injuries did you suffer? I try to like list out as many of the common types of injuries that would be associated with an accident as possible here. Again, just to make it easy for them to select a drop-down answer, because people won't always write stuff into the boxes, even though I did include a box. They don't always do it. So the more drop-down menus you can include on a lead form, the better, right? So I did not suffer. I suffered. That I'll describe below, right? Because it might be more than one of these things too. Please describe how the accident occurred in detail. This is where they fill it in. Please describe the injuries you suffered in detail. Okay. Then we get the first name, last name, email, phone. Then we have the terms and conditions that I was just showing. This is so you can, communicate with them. I've already cleared most of this language previously with Twilio, so they can unsubscribe. The first text message they receive from my automated drip sequence also has the reply stop to unsubscribe. And then the last screen, it was just tells them they can text him, they can email him, or they can call him, right? Or if you had a new client like questionnaire, we could also link to that right here as well if you want them to fill out more information. Or we could also have a book a time, book a free personal injury consultation, 30-minute consultation or case evaluation, right? That could also go right there as well. Call us now, book a free case evaluation, or you could send them to a longer form questionnaire. Those are the three options at the end of the lead form. Okay. Call to action, get quote, learn more. I have right here. Those are probably the two main ones I would suggest using. These are the descriptions again. We got the headlines. The headlines all go right here, right? Primary text. Sometimes short and sweet is the best. I just kind of looked around at what other people were advertising and grabbed some of it, modified some of it a bit. Put the phone number and text right here in this one. 30-second quiz, right? Then I just have different variations of the way I kind of pieced together these slides. I made it like a slideshow, right? That is about it for the actual ads themselves. From what I've seen running these ads, if you have some type of if you show a video even of like a car hitting another car or a motorcycle, a guy flying off his motorcycle or going really fast, that's going to generate a lot more clicks than if you just have some kind of boring static image. One of my friends also told me that he's used people holding their big checks after they had a personal injury settlement. So I'm going to try that as well. I think that will probably work very well. So after somebody signs up through the Facebook lead form, what happens next? Okay, so I want their information to now be sent to a Google Sheet. So I use Zapier to now, once they hit that submit button, their information is going to get shot over to a Google spreadsheet right here. So we can see right here what these leads are looking like. Okay, so you can see the accident type here, where they at fault. This is a new column I just added, like I said, and so a couple of these are a little bit newer. I just started this campaign. But it looks like they could be decent. Broken leg, broken ankle and wrist. My ankle was sliced open, had road rash, broken fibula tibula, broken leg, severe, broken fibula tibula, consistent headache. If it's a motorcycle accident, it's probably going to be, a more serious accident location. Probably going to be a more serious type of injury suffered, right? And that was why I also added in the stuff about whether they had surgery or physical therapy, so you can kind of gauge the level of seriousness of their injuries before you even talk to them. Here's the custom CRM follow-up sequence I created for my client, Rick. So when a new contact's created, it's going to tag them with the personal injury tag. Then it's going to assign to Rick, or if you have multiple attorneys, you could create, you could set this up so you're assigning it, creating a round robin among all your attorneys at your firm or your office. The next thing it's going to do is it's going to send him a text notification, right, with all of this information from the lead form. So he's going to get this texted to his cell phone. Then he's going to receive an email, again, with all the information. And at the bottom of the email, there's a link back to his lead sheet that I just showed you before. This is the lead sheet. So he also has access to all of his leads that way. It's going to wait for a minute. Then it's going to send a voicemail drop. Let's play the voicemail drop.
This is personal injury attorney Rick Nahora, owner of the Nahora Law Firm. We specialize in personal injury law. If you think you might have a case, please text me the words "new case" to 858-353-9467 or call me direct to my office line at 949-287-5897. Talk soon.
All right, that's the voicemail drop. So they're going to get, that's the first thing in the sequence. After it sends him the notifications, after it assigns the lead to him, they get the voicemail drop. It waits 1 minute. Then it sends this text message. Thanks for signing up through our Facebook or Instagram ad regarding your personal injury claim, and then it inserts their name right there. The next step is to book a free consultation. You can tap here. I created a calendar system in here for them so they can automatically book a time in his calendar. You could then sync that calendar with your own calendar. And so it will two-way sync, right? Reply, stop to unsubscribe. Got to have that in there. Then it gets the email with the same information. Waits 30 minutes. Here's your assigned attorney's contact info, right? So now it's going to text the attorney's contact info and their website and everything right to the person that signed up. That's a lead. And then it's going to email them. Don't forget to book your appointment. Waits 30 minutes. Then it's going to text them again, asking them, did you book your appointment yet? And it tells them to reply back, yes, if they did. Because I have this set up, if somebody replies to any of these messages going out, the sequence stops, and then you take over and you start talking to them, okay? So then if they don't respond to anything yet so far, they're going to get another voicemail drop.
Hey, this is personal injury attorney Rick Nahora calling again. You signed up yesterday for a personal injury consultation. It's a free consultation. You should have received some texts and emails regarding booking an appointment. Please go ahead and do that. There's a 2-year statute of limitations to file a claim within the state of California, so make sure you book an appointment right away. Talk soon.
Cool. Again, they're going to get a text message right after the voicemail drop. It's going to wait 2 minutes. Then it's going to send them another text. Please confirm that you booked your free consultation by texting back yes, right? It's going to keep hitting them up a few times to make sure that they're doing it. Email, time is running out, right? Hey, their first name, time is running out. Bringing up the 2-year statute of limitations, make sure you're stressing the importance of getting things going right away, right? How to go about handling your case, arranging doctor's visits, physical therapy, all that stuff is really important for, how your case is ultimately going to be valued. So it kind of pounds them pretty good for the first, I guess, what is that, like 2-3 days? So, if they really want to check out what their case might be worth, I think this sequence should probably get the job done. It should at least get, I would say half or more of them responding right off the bat, and then you don't have to do any of the outreach yourself. Okay. So that's a workflow. Oh, that's that workflow. This one is just Rick wanted me to just turn on his lead notifications for now. I guess he's really busy. You can then create a pipeline in here if you want. So when a new lead comes in, I have it automatically going into the pipeline, the consultation pipeline, right? Booking requested. This guy requested a booking. Okay. Then you can kind of drag these people along as they go further down the list until you sign them. There's also websites. You can create websites through here, blogs. There's form builders, survey builders, chat widgets for your website. You can have a little chat guy pop up on your website. You can do your social media posts. I have the Facebook page connected right here. So I could actually write a post right here and it would push it out to the page. You can create email templates, email campaigns, text and email templates right here. You can add a new one. Trigger links. Trigger links are for tracking which links people are clicking on. So here we have the free 30-minute personal injury consultation. So we can track how many people are signing up. If I want to drop a link to his website, see how many people are clicking that. He has 2 websites actually. So I've got a trigger link for each of them. I think that covers most of it. We did the ads, we did the lead form, we did the marketing automations and how the information gets sent through. And then we also covered the personal injury attorney CRM automated follow-up sequence. So that covers it. That's about all I have for today. If you are a personal injury attorney looking for more motor vehicle accident, auto accident, car accident cases, more personal injury leads, or any type of lead really in the legal field, I do have the JD MBA. I've worked at my father's law firm on personal injury cases, estate planning cases, wills, trusts, all of that. So I'm not just a marketer. I have a background in the legal field and as a loan officer and branch manager in the mortgage industry as well. So if you're interested in having me build you a custom designed personal injury ad campaign, go ahead and text me the word leads to 503-551-8690, or you can email me at steve@getmib.com. Please hit the subscribe button below this video really quick for me. That way you can see all the new content I release. I'm gonna try to start releasing more YouTube videos. Hit subscribe, text or email me, or even give me a call. Texting is the best way to make sure I don't miss it. Hope to hear from you soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace out.